Thank you, Ken. It's a pleasure to be with you. He mentioned that I was a Hokie, so we're number 5 in the BCS this week, so I don't know how we can wiggle our way up to number 1 or 2 to play here in January, but we'll see what happens from that. But again, it's a pleasure to be here with you. I'm here to talk about something that's very near and dear to our state, and that's the State Farm Bayou Classic. You might think that New Orleans will be the capital of sports for the next year and a half, with the Super Bowl and BCS and Final Four, but don't leave out the State Farm Bayou Classic. It's very important to our economy, very important to our culture. When we think about Grambling and Grambling State University in Southern, this state, and I'm from Virginia, but this state is rich in talent, football talent. You see the coaches around the table here. They could not be successful if it wasn't for the talent in our state. They help create some of the talent bases for these universities. But you think about Grambling State University and Southern University, you think about Harold Carmichael, you think about Aeneas Williams, you think about Doug Williams, you think about Ernie Ladd and some of the great people have come through. It was very interesting to hear the young man there talk about his coach that was just here. And as I heard you talk, I thought about Coach Eddie Robinson and how he did some of the same things for those young men that came through Grambling Southern. And he has 1,000 stories. But one story that I heard Coach Rob often said, he would recruit in North Louisiana, in the country, in the farms, in the red mud. And he would see the young men out there plowing in the fields. They were on the plow, and they were going through the fields. And he said he would travel down those dirt roads and wave at those kids. And the kid that was on the plow and was waved like that, he said, I didn't want that guy. I wanted the guy to raise the plow with one hand and wave with the plow in his hand. That's the guy that he wanted on his team. And I believe he got some of those guys based on the record and history that he has and the players he has in the Hall of Fame. But this year's game is very special, as most games. It's about the game and so much more. The good news is that there are a couple of compelling stories this year. One is that Grambling State has a chance to win the SWAC West if they beat Southern. The other story is Southern has a chance to be the spoiler if they beat Grambling State. So that's going to have a lot of intrigue because Southern really wants to keep Grambling from going to the SWAC championship and winning the SWAC in the West. The next story is Coach Doug Williams is back at Grambling. And the Super Bowl MVP, he's a man about town in Grambling all over the state. But his son DJ is the starting quarterback and has been playing really well at the quarterback position, about 6'4", 190, throwing the ball. He's doing really well as a freshman. And I'm so glad to talk to you people out here today, because usually I'm talking to folks who want to know about marketing and public relations and what's happening with the events. You guys know football, and that's so I'm glad to talk about football. I've been to 12 football games, probably 10, 11 football games the last 10, 11 weeks watching Grambling and Southern play. These teams are really closely matched. They got some good talent on defense. They're pretty quick. They aren't that big. They got a couple of good quarterbacks. Grambling has a good Thorn quarterback. Southern has some good athletes at quarterback. So it's going to be a really compelling game. It's the 30th annual State Farm Bayou Classic. The record is Grambling 19, Southern 18. That's how close it has been. So it's going to be very special. It's special to be here to talk to you today. And as we talk about our culture and sports in Louisiana, please don't leave out Grambling and Southern. They're a major part of our sports tradition. And this year's game is going to be very special. Kickoff is at 1:30 at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. That's going to be very special. And also this year, the tagline for the Bayou Classic is, "This is my Bayou Classic." This is our game. This is your game. It means a lot for the state of Louisiana. It means a lot for the city of New Orleans. It means a lot for these kids that come out and play. So it's very special this year. So we ask for your support. We ask that you look at this game as being one of the mega events that takes place in this city. And as you talk about the Super Bowl, as you talk about the BCS in the Final Four, in the New Orleans Bowl, don't leave out the State Farm Bayou Classic. We're having on Thursday, we're having actually a coach's press conference tomorrow. On Thursday is a parade. We're having a parade going down Canal Street from 4 o'clock until 6 o'clock. This is the first time in many years, if ever, that Grambling State University's band and Southern's band will be playing in the streets of New Orleans together. And if you know anything about college football bands, you know they have the best in the land. So that's a treat in itself. We're going to have the Zulus, and we're honoring the 50th anniversary of the Freedom Rides this year as part of the Bayou Classic. It's going to be very special. We have a golf tournament. I know many of you golf. How many golfers are out there? Or wannabe golfers out there? That's most of us. We're having a golf tournament on Friday morning at Joe Bartholomew Golf Course in Pontchartrain Park. It's a grand opening of that golf tournament with the Bayou Classic. Then we're having also we're having the Battle of the Bands and Greek Step Show. And then on the next day is Fan Fest, and then it's the game on Saturday, and then Sunday is Inspirational Gospel Brunch at Harris Casino. We got some major partners. This year we have a lot of state partners, also national partners, Ford, Marine Corps, but this time we have people from Opelousas, companies from Ruston and Grambling and Monroe. So this is really a state event. So again, thank you, Ken. It's my honor to speak with you. Good luck to the Saints and LSU. Also, hopefully Virginia Tech can move their way up and play LSU in the championship game. I doubt it'll happen, but that's what I want to see happen. And I hope that Grambling and Southern, we have a really great game, a great turnout, and it's good for the city and our state. So thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be with you. Any questions? No questions? Oh, one question. Thank you.
Are they going to have doubloons at this parade?
Huh?
Any doubloons at the parade?
Yeah, I think we're going to have some throws, yeah. We'll have some great throws. We'll have some Southern Grambling throws, Bayou Classic throws. He has a collection? I'll give me a call, I'll make you one.